Picture this. It's 0003 on your birthday. The world is quiet. Your phone lights up twice. 2 small messages. You set it down, make coffee, and move like it's any other morning. You tell yourself, I don't care. Quick truth before we go any deeper. It's my birthday today too, so what day is better to make this video than today? I thought I'd be honest and start here. That little admission matters, because birthdays are the one time we practice being seen, even if we say we don't want to be. Every person who says I don't care is telling 2 stories at once. One is the illusion, control, dignity, emotional maturity. The other is the reality, preemptive withdrawal. You rehearse indifference until it looks like strength. But under that calm is a ledger. Names who remembered, names who didn't. That ledger is a small private betrayal. People who treat their birthday like a normal day are not emotionless. They are often the most feeling people you'll meet. They were once the ones who wanted the candles to burn longest. Life taught them to expect less, so they learned to protect their nervous system by lowering the bar. Psychologists call this expectancy withdrawal. Neurochemically, your brain blunts dopamine anticipation. You stop expecting, so disappointment doesn't cut as deep. That's adaptation. It's survival, but it dulls joy. Birthdays are ancient social markers. Evolution wired milestones into belonging. Celebrations signaled tribe cohesion, safety, value, continuity. Your brain is literally programmed to respond to social reward. Dopamine and oxytocin surge when you anticipate being seen. When you refuse that day attention, you are arguing with biology. You can override it mentally, yes, but the circuitry remembers. The reward networks keep score even when you tell yourself you don't care. Watch the mechanism in action. It's pure and predictable. Repeated disappointment creates a repression loop. Lower expectation, flatten anticipation, protect the heart. Cognitive dissonance follows. You say, I don't care, so your thoughts and feelings line up. The result is a muted reward system. The market metaphor fits. If you stop pricing yourself as worthy of celebration, the market, the people around you, will stop bidding. Indifference becomes the social reality you live in because you taught it to be. Look for the warning signs. They're small but telling. You never announce your date. You bury yourself at work on the day. You preemptively call it low-key so no one can disappoint you. You laugh off compliments with a joke. You remember everyone else's milestones, but forget your own. I've seen it up close. My friend Savannah canceled her own dinner so people wouldn't feel obliged. She said it was strength, then replayed the night counting missed calls like tally marks. My brother Raj worked through his birthdays for years. He trained his reward system to stay quiet and paid the long-term cost of flatline joy. An older woman I knew, the friend who always held everyone's space, turned 65 alone because she had taught the world not to show up. The silence broke her open. These aren't moral failures. They're the slow consequences of patterns, learning, and adaptation. Culture amplifies the pattern. Hustle culture praises constant output and shames pleasure as indulgence. Perfection narratives teach you to earn joy. Modern conditioning valorizes emotional minimalism. Be unbothered. Feminism and productivity movements brought powerful liberation. But sometimes they also taught a new rule. Become so self-sufficient that asking feels like failure. That's not actual freedom. It's a new conditioning. It trains you to hide need and to prize restraint. There's also a developmental layer. If affection was inconsistent when you were young, you learned to depend on yourself. Psychologists call this avoidant validation. You get excellent at giving and terrible at receiving. Birthdays then act like small tests of whether someone will show up without a prompt. Temporal self-awareness kicks in too. The brain measures time. Birthdays ask the question the rest of life avoids. Where are you compared to last year? If the gap stings, It's easier to blur the day into routine than face the spotlight. Still, even the most self-reliant people have a small, stubborn hope. Nobody truly wants to be invisible. That flicker, the micro-hope you feel when someone remembers without being prompted, is evidence that being seen matters. It's not about grand gestures. It's about sincerity. One honest call, one unprompted message, one person reaching first. Those small acts create real warmth. So what can you do? First, accept that your response is understandable. You adapted. That's smart. Second, be honest about the price of adaptation. Blurred years, softened identity, quieter connections. Third, you can change the market by changing your behavior. Reclaim the date as territory you defend. A simple ritual, a 30-minute year audit, a call to someone who knows you. One deliberate act of self-acknowledgement. Not performance, not begging. Ownership. This is masculine discipline with tenderness. Command over your life with room for softness. Here's a small plan you can use. Book 30 minutes on the calendar that day with a no-phone rule. Write 3 wins and 3 lessons from the past year. Call one person you trust and say, "I'm here. I see myself." Do one tiny act that marks the day. A walk, a candle, a longer breath. If that feels risky, start smaller. A note to your future self, a picture in a quiet corner, a coffee made exactly how you like it. Ritual trains the brain to expect recognition, first from you, then from the world. And here's the soft truth that settles your shoulders. It is okay for a birthday not to be perfect. It is okay to want nothing, and it is okay to want everything. Your worth is not a function of how many people remembered, or how loud the party was, or how curated the post looked. Your worth is intrinsic. If you learn to hide your needs to survive, that was adaptive. If you now choose to open a little, that is courageous. If next year your phone buzzes once and your day is quiet, let that be fine. If someone does show up unexpectedly, let yourself be surprised without apologizing. Celebrate small. Make a ritual that heals. Call one person. Light a candle. Write one honest line to yourself. None of it needs to be grand to be real. You can be both the one who holds space and the one who is held. You can be disciplined and tender. The birthday is one small checkpoint in a long life, but it can be a checkpoint of compassion for who you were and for who you are becoming. Breathe. Let the quiet be a balm. Let the imperfect day still teach you this. You made it another orbit. You are here. You matter. So if your birthday feels ordinary, know this. You're not failing at life. You are evolving. And if you want to let someone love you in the small language you understand, a message, a call, a quiet presence, allow that. Let yourself be seen without apology.